Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fayette County TV, Channel 77, The Stellar Show with myself, Ken Philibom, along with Victor Malik. Can't forget the Duke. And while we're here, Victor, where are we at? What are your hours?
Uniontown Mall, daily from 10 to 7 and on Sundays 10 to 5.
Okay. What's going on?
Not much. I'm just kind of wondering about a bet we had.
What about it? You saw me put the jersey on. I'm wearing it. What's the problem?
What? Really? You're going this route?
You show me the fine print.
Really?
Even in defeat, I find a way to win.
Oh, the disgust. Fell for it again. Insult to injury, but mine was bigger than yours.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the way we're going to take that. You know what? While we're on the subject of this bet, so you went from being a Swiftie to channeling your inner Janet Jackson, huh? Are you trying to? And then, by the way, to the higher ups at the network here, this is more reason that you should be grateful that I am layered up, because someone over here, we need to address this, sir.
I'm just glad I was wearing pants, that I remembered to put on pants last week.
Okay, I'll give you that. All right, you know what? We're going to get into feedback mail. Malloy's Paving, 724-277-8037. Also 724-323-4179. Before we jump into that, Victor, why don't you give some thank yous and whatnot for the show we had?
One of the first people I do want to thank for the success of Saturday's show is Jack Malloy of Malloy's Paving. He did a lot of work helping me with the setup of the show, as well as Mark Hipsley and Bryce Burgeon. We couldn't have done the show without them. A special thank you to Bryce for just the wonderful way he conducts a pack attack. We had over 62 kids. It lasted about an hour and 15 minutes. It was complete mayhem, and at the end of it, the fun part was the kids were tired, and it reminded me of myself on Christmas morning, where you're opening up so many gifts, and you're just so tired and trying to get to the end of it. I do have 6 or 7 bags, sorry to jump out of camera, of people who weren't able to make it, who bought tickets. You can pick these up at the store anytime. They're here waiting for you. I also want to thank the Uniontown Mall and its staff for all the things they helped do with the setup of it. They provide so much of a great service for us, and we look forward to working with them again. Also want to thank Pangy's Pizza. They fed us. We don't have any food at the mall right now currently, so we placed an order the last 3 card shows with Pangy's Pizza, and they're just a wonderful organization on Connellsville Street. Go use Pangy's Pizza. Their pizza and their hoagies are fantastic. The last person I want to mention is Lady Ashton Photography. Rhonda is a friend of mine from high school who does wonderful work with photography. She took pictures of the kids. You go to Lady Ashton on Facebook or on her website. If you can look over there, there's a board with order forms. You can come to the store. There's a big display that's outside the store. You can order that way as well. Thanks again to everybody. It was a great card show. The next one is to be determined, but in the next couple of weeks, we'll figure out when the next one is, and we'll start this all over again, and I hope all of you guys come back.
I want to add real quick. So I recorded a lot of on my phone during the event. That's going to get uploaded to YouTube at some point. There was Wi-Fi or whatever issue that I couldn't go live like I said I was going to, but that will be available. So keep checking the Stellar Facebook page, and also just call the store, stop in. We'll get all that on there. So as far as other feedback, it looks like maybe we're missing one because I hear the phone ringing over there, but that's on them. Anything else as far as feedback on your end before I throw out the few I got?
Go ahead with that right now. I'm going to run over and grab the phone.
All right. Okay, wow. I wasn't prepared for that. So what do we got here? Okay, so you know what? I guess I got to follow up. You know, during the card show, I went out to my car to leave, and there was a note on there that said soon, wrote real big. I don't know if that's tied into that one character I'm dealing with, but can't wait for the climax of that so I can be done with that. I don't know if we got to maybe reach out to some feds on that situation. Still, okay, what else we got here? I really don't got too much, honestly. Like I said, anything else on your end?
No, I'm just glad I'm wearing pants today.
Yeah, you know, so's everyone else.
Don't miss all the action this week on the Thursday Throwdown. Tad Jarvis squares off with Gianni Michael Enrico. Monster Factory standout Gabby Ortiz challenges the stellar Gina Marie.
All right, everybody. Hey, thank you, and welcome back to Fayette County TV, Channel 77. Here, we're going to get into our Mail Day segment, sponsored by Yinzer Valley Farms. Get on their website, check out everything they got going on. Weddings on Wednesdays are very popular there. I attended one for my buddy Matt Roddy. It was a very nice time. Also, just all the other events going on there. With that being said, no mail from me this week. I'm saving up my pennies for a bigger purchase from Dean over there at the Steelers. And Victor and myself like to thank you for stopping in, Dean.
Thanks a bunch.
So this week, Victor, you have the honors for showing off what you received in the mail.
Yeah, I'm used to you doing this, so this is a new endeavor for me. What this is, guys, is this is a submission that Jack Malloy of Malloy's Paving, again, another cheap pop for him, and I sent in to PSA. We mailed it out on January 11th, and we received it back on Monday. What I recommend to all of you guys is to take a look at psacard.com. They are the most reputable and probably the most favored of the grading services out there, and the legend in the past, these used to take 6 months during COVID to get them back to a year. Now they're pretty much on schedule, so we got this back in right about a month. Each one of these cards cost around $24 a piece in order to get them graded, so you're going to see this as I see it for the first time. If you join the Collectors Club, they have extra value submissions. They got this thing in here pretty tight.
Yeah, I'm just ripping.
Rip it, break it. We don't need it. Okay.
Some literature.
So,
You might need
as you
that.
see, the box is from PSA.
Man, they don't sleeve those?
No.
Oh, man.
Okay,
A
I'm
lot
going to hand
cooler
them
if
to
he
you,
did.
sir, and
Yes,
then you
sir.
can pass them over to me. What we're going to do is put them on in the card stands, which are also available at this store. Come up if you need them. They look really good on the shelf.
first one?
The first one was submitted by one of my favorite little guys. This is a Julio Rodriguez. This is a numbered card, rookie to $9.99, and it received a 9. Okay, the next one is a Kobe Bryant 2002 Topps Chrome, Coast to Coast. It received a 9. No 10s yet. Well, there's one. Or no, that's an 8. This is a Michael Jordan 1995 metal card. It's the bronze version. It received an 8. So they're not all 10s. This submission is a lot of older cards. Here's one from the current era. This is a 2023 Bowman U Chrome Brock Bowers special insert. It received a 9.
You know what? Here's a good one. This is gonna. You got that Dickerson card close?
Oh,
I got it. You
got it?
So go ahead. Touch on that.
okay. This is a Tom Brady 2004 Fleer. That's his third-year card, Fleer Showcase, and this is a game used. This is a piece of his uniform from the 2004 season. On the back, it reads that this was worn in an official NFL game.
And that's very important. Let's
go
dissect that. So this one here this card contains a piece of an authentic game-worn jersey worn by Tom Brady, quarterback for the New England Patriots. Now this was back in 2004 that this was pulled. Now this here is an Eric Dickerson National Treasures. Now on the back here it says the enclosed game-used material is guaranteed by Panini America, but it does not say that it was worn by Eric Dickerson. So this particular one sadly could have been pulled off of anyone off the street. That one is worn by Tom Brady because it's authenticated to have been so.
Yeah, the legal version of this, if you're buying a patch card, you want to see by Tom Brady. It's hard to see, of course, right now, but that's what we're reading on the card.
So as
and
Victor's,
another thing, let me interject real quick
ahead.
before I forget. The thing, when you guys send in patch cards, they hardly ever get 10s, so an 8 or a 9 is a good grade on a patch card. For some reason, with the thickness of the card, they get damaged a lot before they get graded, so it's rare to see a 10.
So the point with the fine print on how they word these relics and these game used cards, fine print is very important, as Victor has found out the hard way in these bets that we've done from time to time here. Here's a good
I'm still
one.
saying this is the Pony Express. This was my favorite
Still a nice card.
football team.
It's a really
was
nice card.
SMU back in 1984. What's up, Baines? Another Michael Jordan. This is basically the same card. This would be considered a parallel. This is the bronze. This would be the silver. And I got an 8 and a 9 on those two. That's what I'm trying to. This submission has a lot of Michael Jordan in it and Tom Brady.
Speaking of Michael Jordan, this is a lower grade. Or it's a good
Now,
grade. It's a good
This
grade.
is
but
crazy. How many times have you seen an 8.5 from PSA?
Yeah,
Normally,
don't-
Beckett
yeah.
is a company that you send in grades that they do half grades on. This is something I'm going to look into, is why this card received an 8.5. Still, any Michael Jordan that's above an 8 is something that you really want to get a hold of. Shohei Ohtani, a 2008 Gallery rookie, it received a 9. Okay, and I'm interested to see how much him not pitching this year affects his card grades.
Oh, he's not pitching.
Or his value with cards.
wow.
Yeah, according to right now, he's not going to pitch.
Wow.
Victor Wembanyama, this is the super short print. It received a 9 as well. So far, not a lot of 10s in this submission. Next one is, here's the first 10. Sam Laporta, the tight end for the Detroit Lions, who had a wonderful season. This card received a 10. This is a Prism parallel. You see what a parallel is, to those who are not caught up on this yet. The outside border of the card has a different color to it. They call it a rainbow. You get blue, red, orange, green, yellow, et cetera, et cetera. You try to collect all the different versions of this. This is a 10.
And this here should be, I think he won every NFL Rookie of the Year. Should have been up for MVP.
Oh, C.J. Stroud, another parallel. This is a mosaic rookie, and this is probably one of the most collectible players right now in the sport until next year when they figure out how to defend him.
Yeah,
At
right.
this point, C.J. Stroud is probably the hottest player in sports. So what I'm going to do is try to move some of these. You've already seen this one long enough. I'm out of plastics.
That's all right.
Yes. This is a
Rodriguez
2007 Dunros Elite Tom Brady card that is numbered on the back. There was only 1,000 of these made, and this is number 478 of the 1,000. This got a PSA 10. Getting a 10 from this period in time is extremely difficult because the card's over 25 years old, and it came back pristine. Especially to get a numbered card as a PSA 10, this is a big deal and puts a big smile on my face. What you got next?
There's another good one. He's got a lot of good years ahead of him. He would have been a lot cooler if he would have finished the season stronger and helped me out in fantasy football, but he was great early on.
Your team was...
It was a different league.
well, the team,
multiple.
we had a league this year
Yeah.
where neither one of us really did well.
Yeah.
This is Bijan Robinson. This is considered a laser. When you get into the parallel world, they have cracked ice, lasers. There's probably 5 or 6 different styles of background. So when you're opening packs, guys, you have to look at the background of the card, which means turn it sideways and you will see different reflections. That also indicates print run. The lower the print run, the better. This Bijan Robinson received a 9.
This might be one of the, if it's not the best, it's near the top.
And right now, a 2022 crunch time, Patrick Mahomes. This card received a Gem Mint 10. With what happened over the weekend, his cards are going to continue to go up. That makes this a highly valuable card.
Yeah, there's only the ceiling and the sky's the limit for that one.
Yeah, yes.
This is a really popular card from back in my early collecting days.
During the pandemic,
Ungraded,
these
that's a great
inserts were unbelievably priced. This was what was more sought after during COVID. The Last Dance, which I do have a copy of, the full video series, The Last Dance, here at the store. Michael Jordan's cards were high. During The Last Dance, they almost doubled and sometimes tripled in value. They've come down a little bit right now, but still, Michael Jordan, Tom Brady, Derek Jeter, they're those that are the highest of value, and they're never going to go down. So this is a Jordan insert. It got a 9, and it's from 1996. Doing pretty well with the Jordans, with the 9s.
Speaking of which, you got three Jordan 9s here.
Okay, the first one, this is the metallized from 1996, and this is a 9. Boy, if one of these were a 10, it would be just wonderful. The next one is a Metal Universe, Michael Jordan, 1997. None of these are numbered. I would point out that they're numbered. So I got a 9 on that one. Then it's the Top Profiles, 1996 Jordan, and this is a 9 as well.
All right, so we got a couple Tom Brady's here.
Oh. Well, this one, this is an 8. It's from 2008 Leaf Limited Tom Brady banner season. came back as an 8. This card is numbered on the back to 999. An 8 on that, I'll take it. And then the Zenith Aerial Assault, this card is not numbered. It received a 9, and this card is from 2005. So it's a little over 20 years old.
In my opinion, this is probably the best one out of the batch.
Oh, wow. The Nuts and Bolts Michael Jordan. On the bottom it says Nuts and Bolts. There's different variations, as I was explaining, with the silver versus the bronze. So this is a Gem Mint 10 from 1995, Nuts and Bolts Michael Jordan. These will all be available at the store in probably by the weekend. I hope you had fun looking through what the submission was. Now, I know I didn't live up to your standard with the mail day, but I tried.
No, that was good.
Mountain to climb.
No, yeah, well, we're getting
What'd you think of the submission?
No, great. Especially like that I saved that Nuts and Bolts. My buddy Dan might come up here and be chasing you down for that one. So
yeah, anywhere you guys can get the PSA 10s on Michael Jordan and Tom Brady, those are the cards you really want to take care of. Go through your collections and see what you found, because the majority of this I found in boxes that I had stored.
Now, from time to time, you will take submissions for people, correct?
Yes, that's what we're working on. Jack and I are working on trying to figure out the best way to clean the cards, prepare the cards, and go through it. And at this point, yes, I don't want to become a super submitter, but I want to do it every 2 weeks.
But also, even if you go back and watch, I believe
he's setting me up for me to send in his cards.
Me?
Yeah.
I already gave you the ones I needed. We're
See
good.
what I'm talking about?
But that was already done. I only set you up for anything. Yeah. Just to embarrass you on another bet.
I have pants on
this week. No, no. You know what?
Yeah, the whole submission. I wish I could find the report.
It's probably on the ground, like right. Here it is.
See what the total was on this.
It went flying.
What do you think, Duke? I apologize. I accidentally stepped on Duke's tail today, and I feel horrible about it.
He's been through worse.
So there were 21 cards.
Lives with me.
And it cost $525 to mail all this in, have them put them in the slabs, and send it back.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's the total on that. And one of the reasons you want to get, if you're getting into the graded card part, you want to get a subscription to PSA. 1, you get into their database. 2, you get into the registry. So the one part about the Tom Brady that I looked up earlier, because I knew some of this before we did it, the Tom Brady 10 is, there's only a population of 2 in the existence right now. So it's basically a 1 of 2.
Absolutely.
So they will show you the population. The Jordan, this one has a population of 1,304.
At a 10?
At a 10.
Oh, wow.
So when you click on the card under your submission, which is basically this on their website, psacard.com, you will see the population report. On the 8s and the 9s, what they will do is show you the ones that are equal to it and higher. So the numbers are right below it. And you can, the Brady, I can put a premium on it because it's a pop 2.
So what I want to do as we close this segment out, we did an episode, I believe it's episode 2, where Victor dissected how to grade and whatnot. I highly recommend checking it out before you submit cards for grading.
And last thing I want to say about this is, if you have any questions on whether or not a card is gradable, I'm here at the store. My friend Jack's here. We can give you an idea on that. And one thing I do want to mention in closing this segment out is PSA has a quick view. So you go on the website and you can submit a picture of your autograph, and they will, for I think it's $10, give you an opinion of whether or not to send it in. So that's an aspect of the PSA website that's quite valuable.
If you missed the 3 Redneck Tenors last season, you really missed out. We're bringing them back to the State Theater in Uniontown to give you another chance to catch this hilarious and talented trio. Join our 3 singing cousins as they stamp their way through Broadway's greatest hits. The 3 Redneck Tenors, March 1st at the State Theater in Uniontown. Tickets are available now at statetheater.info or by calling 724-439-1360.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Fayette County TV, Channel 77 with The Stellar Show. Myself, Ken Philibom, here with Victor Mullick. Don't forget to check out some of the other fine programming on here, like special events in the area, as well as Man on the Street, Rise Wrestling, and a few of the other shows that are on there. And,
real quick, Rise Wrestling, you did a heck of a job. They lent us chairs for the Pack Attack and for the show. Thanks again to Rise Wrestling. That's a class organization.
Absolutely.
Support them as much as you can.
Thank you. So, speaking of class organizations, this past Saturday I was down in Wheeling, West Virginia. They had Penguin Night. The Wheeling Nailers is a good time, folks. They had Trevor Daley, former Stanley Cup winner with the Penguins in 2016 and 2017. Tell you what, that man was a class act. That line took forever, and I was starting to get impatient until I got closer and I saw that he was taking his time with everyone. I showed up. They let me take in this game used stick I had of his, which he was complimentary of. He signed that on a sweet spot. They gave out these pucks, and he even signed my 2017 Stanley Cup champions, which, like I said...
Question for you on this. Does Logan Solomon still play for them?
That's a possibility. I don't know. They move guys between Wilkes-Barre, the Penguins' main roster so much, it's hard to keep track of who's playing where. So, you know what, maybe I'll keep an eye out.
He was always one of my favorites.
Maybe I'll keep an eye out for him next time I'm down there. But like I said, that's a good time, folks. Anytime you're down that way, check them out.
Their pizza's supposed to be really good,
That's
too.
the Carlos Pizzas next door. Tell them the crazy councilman from Mount Pleasant sent you. So what do we got going on here to close up the show?
Once again, I just want to thank everybody who helped with the show, who participated in the show, and who came up with the show, came up to enjoy the show. It was a great success. I want to again thank Fayette TV, and hopefully when we get this set up, you guys will be able to watch some of the highlights on the YouTube channel.
It'll be up there. Hey, you know what? The Stellar Nation Army, big shout out. Episode 2. We called out some Hall of Fame voters for not doing their job. Mm-hmm. They finally did their job. Congratulations, Mongo McMichael. You should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer, but that wasn't on you. That was on the incompetence of those that were voting. And to those that take offense to that, you know what? Look in the mirror. Anything you want to add on Mongo?
Congratulations on that.
Absolutely.
Congrats.
Yeah, he was
86 Bears, one of the greats.
Monster of the Midway and a 4 horseman. I mean, both of those should put them in every Hall of Fame by themselves. So, you know what? What did you think of the Steeler cuts? It was nice to see that Mitch Trubisky got, you know what? He can get a fresh start somewhere.
Chukes Okorafor. I think there's a bunch more coming, especially with Percy. Harvin's gone too.
Presley, yeah.
Presley.
Yeah, you know what? I got to give Harvey, Presley there some credit. Still the two, he done it twice. Where he punted, the ball dropped with the one, and he got the English or whatever you call on that, and it rolled out. Still two of the most impressive punts I've ever seen. But you know what? These guys needed a fresh start, and it wasn't working. So free agency is going to be interesting the next couple of weeks. I do believe they still have to make some cuts to get under. I think they're 14 or 15 million still over. So I think Allen Robinson's probably next to get the axe. That would be my guess. SPOTRAC, Spot Track. If you want to have some fun, go in there and play with the Steelers' salaries and see if you can do it better than they're going to do. There's a lot of meat to cut off of that bone that didn't help them at all. And that's one of the things looking forward to next Steelers season. Most of the production that came from this team is under $5 million a piece. So if you cut the fat on the top, the Steelers made the playoffs with a team full of players that are coming into their own, not the ones who are overpaid. Good. So, and in closing. Oh, yes, sir. Go ahead.
The Pirates are now in spring training, and it's Bob Nutting season. Mr. Nutting, welcome back.
Yeah, we love you guys.
What were they? Did you hear the rumors that Trevor Bauer was potentially a Pirate?
Allegedly, the Pirates said no, but who knows? I don't know what to make of that. I don't know if he asked for too much money or they just don't want to touch him. I mean, either one of those is a good possibility. But before we close this out, I've always got to remind people, Duke was a stray when I found him. We like to help out the strays in the area, so not just Fayette. I know you're seeing this in Somerset and parts of Greene and some other counties, so go check out your local shelter like Fayette Friends of Animal here in Fayette County. And speaking of which, Victor still got some pulls for the Kenny Pickett towel up here.
Yes.
I have the James Conner jersey, can be found at Muddy Paws in Mount Pleasant for those in Mount Pleasant that are seeing this that want to chip in on some of the things we're working on. Anything you want to add in closing?
Just don't be afraid to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Fayette TV, under us. We really would appreciate it.
All right, Rise Wrestling is next. Thank you.